There are so many videos out there talking about side hustles. And believe me, I agree with those side hustles. They're very important. But guess what? What about your main hustle? So many people don't have a main hustle and they're trying to do these side hustle jobs. And all they're getting is a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but they don't have that mainstream of income. Well, I can help you with that. I can help you to find that mainstream of income, something that makes sense for you. What I'm talking about is becoming an insurance adjuster. I've been an insurance adjuster for over 20 years. I have a lot of knowledge, I have a lot of experience, and I am teaching people how to do just that. As an insurance adjuster, you can make an income in the high five figures to six figures. Okay? So, think about it. If it's not something that you've thought about or had no idea what all that stuff is about, I can help you. It's very simple, very easy. You do not need a degree. You just need to have a high school education. But of course, the pay depends on your education. So if you have a degree and stuff like that, starting out, you're going to earn more money than someone who does not have a degree. But the whole point is to get into the industry, you don't need to have a degree or anything like that. It's a well-respected industry. You know, there are so many insurance companies, the big names, which I'm not going to call, but they're all there. And guess what? They're all looking for people to help them to handle the claims that come in. There are so many types of insurance adjusters and insurance companies that provide, coverage for so many different things. You have car insurance companies, you have homeowners insurance companies, you have business insurance companies, you have insurance for people who travel, so, and what I list are just a few. There are so many, many more. I specialize in just a few of them, which has to do with automobile insurance, and I also specialize in business insurance. So those are the two courses that I will be able to teach you. All I need you to do is to check the description box. It will tell you a lot more about the courses that I provide, the cost, how to get started and all that stuff. But yeah, aren't you tired of making minimum wage? Aren't you tired of struggling to pay your bills? Huh? Aren't you tired of trying to figure out what next, what my next move is? What am I going to do? How am I going to make this money? Well, think about becoming an insurance adjuster. It's a great career opportunity, and there are so many jobs available. So many insurance companies. If you think about it, what makes the world go around? Well, yeah, world. I was going to limit it to just the US, but no, the world go around because everywhere in the world there is insurance. And what does insurance do? It covers you when something goes wrong. It covers you when there is a loss. It pays out money for things that you did not perceive happening or even for things you saw, that would happen, but you don't know when it's going to happen at some time in the future. You have insurance to cover you for that, right? So, lots of insurance companies out there, lots of job opportunities. This one is like the medical field. You know how people would tell you, if you become a doctor, if you become a nurse, you will always have a job. Well, I can tell you, if you become an insurance adjuster, you will always have a job because everybody's making a claim for something. So the insurance companies need people to process those claims. They need people like you and they need people like me. I have been in the industry for over 20 years, so I know a little something, and I can definitely teach you and bring you into the industry so that you can start making some money that's going to make sense for you and make sense for your family. Now, again, I'm going to teach you what I know, but the industry is so big. So that means with the little knowledge that I provide to you, you can then take that and broaden your perspective, broaden your horizon, and go into so many other fields of insurance. But all I'm going to do is just to introduce you to something that is going to open your eyes to a new world, something that's going to put some money in your pocket, give you a constant flow of income, something that's going to make you, live life a little bit better. And I will definitely throw in those side hustles that I mentioned before because they are important. Nowadays, people tell you need to diversify your income. Okay, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you can become an insurance adjuster and do this here as your main thing, and then as a side hustle, maybe you do a little bit real estate investment or what else? Anything else that you decide to do, yeah, you have that option to do that. Diversify your income. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. But again, a lot of people, they have many side hustles, but they don't have a main hustle that brings in the real money to pay all your bills and take care of the basics, the necessities. You know what I'm saying? And then you can definitely, branch out into a side hustle and, bring in extra income. But if you actually take this job seriously as an insurance adjuster and you move up the ladder, move up the ranks, you won't have any need for side hustles because there's money in this industry. It all depends on you and how far you decide to push your career, how far you decide to take it. But there's no limit. Some people's income in the insurance industry is endless because it just all depends on you, how much you put into it. How much you put into it is how much you get out. So again, check the description box. I am an insurance adjuster for over 20 years. I will teach you everything to get into this industry. Change your life, change your family's life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.